When people get excited about buying a home, it generates a lot of feelings. Sometimes fear, sometimes excitement, sometimes happiness. But you have to read what we call buy signs. So how can you tell if someone's interested in buying a home? One of the things I always did was go through all the way through the house, go out into the backyard. When you're in the backyard, ask them if they want to retour the home. Almost invariably, if they're not interested in the home, they'll tell you that, and you can move on quickly, and you don't have to not only waste their time, but also it helps you like avoid the problem of being in the wrong house. So here's some things that they do when they're interested in a home. They linger. They kind of like, I just don't want to leave. Sometimes they'll physically touch the home. They'll do this with the wallpaper or the wood trim and stuff like that. Sometimes it's a lot of nonverbal communication between the two buyers. They're kind of doing this and doing that. They may go over in the corner and start talking. Please let them. Don't pop your head in there and say, hey, what's going on? Just be relaxed, have fun with it, and let them communicate with each other and let them figure out if there's a relationship between them and the particular house that they're looking at. We talked about wanting to retour. Any change in pace, because you're following them, any change of pace can be a buy sign. It might be a slow down, it might be a speed up. They might want to just rush through and see what else is here that's cool, or they might want to say, they just kind of like act like they're in a museum or a cathedral where they just start looking around and getting a little starry-eyed. But it can be fun, and it should be their experience, and you should be along for the ride. That's the best advice, and it creates a lot less anxiety on their part and a lot more of a better relationship for them with you, not only with you, but with the houses that you're looking at. Should be fun, should be very relaxed, minimal conversation. Let them go through the houses. More buy signs. Someone says to you, they start asking you specific questions about a house. For example, how's the roof? That sort of thing. Well, people don't care about the roof unless they're interested in at least considering that particular home. Asking what you think about it, that's a magical question. Physical placement of furniture, they start doing this. Where's my couch going to be? And they're doing the drapes and all of that sort of thing. Specific questions about the payments and taxes. Now, this is the most important thing we want to share with you about buy signs. Do not react in any other way than this. When they give you buy signs and they ask you specific questions about the home, say, it seems like you're saying a lot of right things about this home. There may be some interest here. What I'd like to do is to sit down with you and go over all of the particulars on the home. And that way, if it's under consideration, you'll have all of the information that you need. The important part of this is that you now have an appointment to sit down and talk with them. And if they're ready to write an offer, generally they will. But you're creating an ease of transition into that environment for them, so you don't have to go, well, you want to write an offer or what? Because that will scare people. That will create a lot of anxiety, and they'll immediately sometimes engage in avoidance behavior. So take one of those buy signs. I hear what you're saying about the roof. Let's talk about a number of these issues, see if you have any other questions or concerns. Let's sit down and chat for a few minutes after we've seen all of the houses. These tips, especially the one about converting buy signs into an appointment, are really mission critical to getting you to the table where they're interested in proceeding on a home.